Hey, welcome back. We have a knife here today, and if you know that tape, you know where that's from. That is Blade HQ. I'll need to just quickly take this one off screen to open it. Got the Demco 8020.5 there, doing hard work. And there it is. Speaking of Demco, let's make sure everything's good here. All right, what do we got here? I think the first one I've seen in this configuration at all, and definitely the first one I've gotten my hands on, this is the Slicer Shark without S. What does that mean? What could that mean without S? We've seen the Slicer Sharks before, right? They typically look a little something like this. Doesn't say anything about without S. Let me show you standard configuration for standard, meaning these have only been out for a little bit. These are not very common, but the Slicer Shark typically looks like that. Okay, let's throw that one right there. And then take a look at this one, this without S variant. Oh, gave it away. No stud. So this is a new variant that hasn't been out before. No thumb stud on a Slicer Shark. Very cool. We have seen this on the, I think this is one. Keep my boxes straight here. Whoop, sorry. We have seen this on the, they call this like the Slicer Shark Foot or the Peanut Shark Foot or whatever, where they came out this, I don't know, a few months ago. We saw the first ones come from a Blade, I can't remember, custom knife show. Maybe it was Nashville, NCKS or something, custom knife show. But I don't think they had this variant with the no stud, and yeah, this is really cool. So now I have the 8020.5 G10, the maybe do it in this order, Slicer Shark Foot in the tan G10, and the Slicer Shark in the tan G10 here was kind of what I was going for with this little grouping here. Very cool. The first one that I got like this was the blue one, which I still have, and it's one of those ones where it's like, man, it's so hard to get these blue G10 on the Demcos. One of the first ones that was ever shown on YouTube with Nick Shabazz, and then I think it got reviewed by Metal Complex, was blue, and I feel like that just kind of made an impression on people. And so everyone's always asking me to sell it, and actually, you know what everyone's asking me to do on it is they're all asking me to, because it's a, you can see this came from a knife show, but it is a M4, and everyone wants to like swap the blade to like one of the LMAX ones or whatever, and just get the G10 handles on the on like a stainless. And I'm like, dude, there's no way as a Demco collector I'm gonna let you swap it. Don't get me wrong, a lot of Demco collectors are good with that. That's just not my style. So anyways, take a quick look here. Different jimping on those, by the way. This is the, just again, the exploration of that which is Demco. This is the XHP variant that came from DLD VIP. Is that right? Yeah, DLD VIP. So different jimping on here. Let's see which jimping this one has. This one has the same jimping here. So, which makes sense. This is Blade HQ. So I wonder if they're doing different jimping. I wonder if they talk to these manufacturers and actually do different jimping for the different manufacturers based on request. They're such a mysterious knife brand. It's always hard to kind of tell what's behind what you're seeing when you get it. Yeah, there's so much variety, and I've heard it said by even a lot of like knife experts. It's like, I do not understand the lineup. And it's a big part of why I did a lot of the content that I've done here, because I do think there's an opportunity to get more info about the different variants and stuff, particularly on these US made ones. US made ones that aren't on websites very much. You can still usually see like when they're sold out on the websites and go find them and stuff, but unlike the 20.5s, they're not always in stock. So yeah, it's just kind of one of those weird things about the brand that for me makes it more enjoyable. Personally, I kind of like the mystery and I don't want to say the confusion, but the lack of information. In a way, it kind of makes it more compelling to go figure it out. So I like that challenge, and that's not for everyone, I understand, but hopefully I can help you navigate it if not. So yeah, really cool variant to get. I really love this blade shape, and I feel like without the thumb stud, it's that next level of what makes it kind of a slicer blade. I do love the thumb stud, don't get me wrong. If I were to, need to pick one of these variants for typical, or I don't know if the word's typical, but like maximum performance, I'd probably go with the thumb stud for the most reliable deployment in use and stuff. But this one is super sleek, and actually I'd really be curious to check the weight on this, because I bet it's one of the lowest weights. Let's take a look at the weight on these guys. Of these G10 variants that have been out. So let's weigh these two here. I'm imagining, I don't know. It's a longer blade, but there's more metal taken off of it from what I'm seeing. So we'll switch units, 5.25 ounces on that one. Super light for what it is. It's not like a light knife versus a Benchmade bug out, but and 5.39, so it's a little more. And then to compare one of the thumb stud, basically the same variant. Now I don't know how much the die matters or whatever, but yeah, you can see the not having the thumb stud on there definitely takes some weight off. So 5.49 versus 5.39. It's not a huge difference, right? But it's something. So really cool variant here. Definitely one that I was excited to get my hands on. And yeah, a neat little set that I end up with here with these different variations all in the Tan G10. And that's like my carry go-to Demco these days. So it's come together nicely. I feel very lucky to have gotten these on the drops. Both of these places charge tax, so I unfortunately did pay tax on them, and I'm in state of Washington, in Bellingham, which is in Whatcom County. Like, my tax is over 8%, it's almost 9%, so unfortunately paid the piper on that, but still better than a lot of the secondary market prices these days. So that's all for now. Please like, subscribe, feel free to weigh in on what you're seeing here, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.